Good day, everyone. I am CRISGHEL EBORA, and I have the pleasure to introduce our marketing research study about Philips LED bulb. To start, we have the background of the study. So, the researcher once experienced brownout when a strong typhoon came. The electric operator had to turn off the switch of the electrical power supply system to ensure the safety of everyone during the typhoon, and because of it, the whole place was surrounded by the dark that night. His mother placed a candle to have a light, but even though there is a candlelight, they don't see clearly the things surrounds them. That was the time when the researchers come to think how light was so important, and how they are blessed at the present time because their ancestor in the past decades was just using a fire from a piece of wood to have a light, and that situation was so difficult. Comparing to this present time that there are several brands of light bulb offered in the markets industry. This incident makes the researchers curious to look up what brand of light bulb they are using. While looking to their light bulb brand, his father noticed him and told him that they are using Philips LED light bulb ever since the researcher was born. Light bulb is one of the leading products that the target customers usually needs at their home, business, and etc. And there are several brands of light bulbs in the lighting market industry. The researcher became curious as to why his father chose to patronize Philips LED light bulb product and how his father know this product. The researcher became interested to make Philips LED light bulb his research topic because he believes that there are factors that affect the decision making of the target customer in purchasing products. That's why, even there are several brands of light bulbs, his father chose to patronize Philips LED light bulb. This is the reason why this marketing plan was developed for Philips LED bulb. The plan has the objective of sustaining the keen competition through the recommended marketing strategies of the researcher. Coming from the personal point of view of the researcher, Philips LED light bulb has the potential of capturing some portion of the market share belong to its competitor. The sole purpose of this research is to understand the Philips LED bulb market. Knowing the market, the firm will be able to remedy the problems in marketing department through further developing a better marketing plan with advanced method in promoting light bulbs. Next, we have the scope and limitations. The survey are conducted around the Santa Cruz Laguna. This scope is where the research are conducted. The respondents consist of 100 female and males with ages ranging from 18 to 50. The researcher used a quota sampling in interviewing 100 respondents, in answering the survey questionnaire using the convenience sampling technique. There were two types of data that used in creating this marketing plan. Primary data was attained by conducting a usage, attitudes, and image or UAI study of the industry. Secondary data was consist of materials given by the OSHA lighting standards for general industries along with other materials relevant to the study outside the UAI study. The primary source of that will come to the UAI study, and the secondary source will come from the internet. The duration of the study is around first semester. There are a financial limitation on the part of the researcher due to the erroneous and biased answer of the respondents that makes the researcher decide to use a Google Drive form platform to distribute the questionnaires and find other people who are qualified to provide the important information crucial for the completion of this study. All data will be collected from the UAI questionnaire survey and will be analyzed by the SPSS software. The research findings may contradict other professional research agencies' other published articles because it is presumed that UAI result analysis be valid only as a part of academic exercises. Next, we have the methodology. Research design. This study is a descriptive research according to Manual and Medal 1976. Descriptive research involves the description, recording, analysis, and interpretation of the present nature, composition, and process of phenomena. This research will determine what age group is buying a particular brand of LED bulb, whether the firm's market share changes between geographical regions, or to find out how many competitors a company has in their marketplace. The assessment described the current situation in the LED bulb industry by using usage, attitude, and image study to collect information from respective respondents. Next, we have the subjects description. Philips LED light bulb subjects are men and women between the ages of 80 to 50, with a sample size of 100 who are frequently using LED bulb and dealing with some issues at their home or offices. The researchers are randomly selected respondents in Santa Cruz Laguna area where the survey will be conducted. Next, we have this sample size and sampling methodology. The research is a non-scientific study with a sampling quota size of 100 respondents, where the researcher used a convenient sampling technique, which is descriptive method, and by approaching respondents who are willing to be surveyed through sending the questionnaire in Google Drive form and collecting it in order to accomplish this study.
Good day, everyone. I am Allianna Joy A. Santa Maria of BSE 3A. Continuation of the methodology, instrumentation. This study refers to the tools or means by which researchers attempt to measure variables or items of interest in the data collection process. Therefore, instrumentation is also a specific term with respect to a threat to internal validity of research. The researcher conducted a survey through sending the survey questionnaire in Google. It is one of the social media platforms to collect and analyze the results. Data collective procedure. The research information was gathered through the conducted survey of 100. Using UAI questionnaires will help identify behavior and perception of prospect respondents. Through this procedure, the researchers will ask prospective respondents to give a time to answer and questionnaire made by the research. Data treatment. When it comes to the data treatment, the researchers use the correct treatment of data in research because it is important in maintaining the authenticity, reliability, and accuracy of the research. Inaccurate treatment of data can be done in many forms and in different intensity. Information gathering is conducted through survey with respondents using UAI sending through Google Drive form and be collected after all the questions answered by the respondents. Competitive analysis. As you can see, it is a strategy that involves researching major competitors to gain insight into their products, sales, and marketing tactics. Identifying your competitors and evaluating their strategies to determine their strengths and weaknesses related to those of your product or service. Competitive analysis is critical part with this evaluation. The global market can establish what makes their product or service unique. Therefore, they will know what attributes can play up in order to attract the target market.
Good day, everyone. I'm Rina Medina and I'll be discuss the continuation of competitive analysis of Philips, Acuity Brands, and GE Lightning, the price of Philips and Acuity Brands, GE Lightning, and also the distribution network of the Philips, Acuity Brands, and GE Lightning. The price of Philips. Some of the Philips LED light product type with price: Philips LED light bulb 7 watts, essential bulb, the price is 104 pesos. Philips Essential Cool Daylight LED light bulb 9 watts, the price is 107 pesos. Philips 8 watts LED light bulb daylight 6500K, the price is 147 pesos. Philips Essential Cool Daylight LED light bulb 13 watts, the price is 167 pesos. And last, Philips LED light bulb 19 watts, the price is 599 pesos. The next is Acuity Brands. Some of the Acuity Brands light bulb product type with price: Acuity LED Classic Bulb Daylight 7 watts, the price is 110 pesos. Acuity LED Classic Bulb Daylight 12 watts, the price is 208 pesos. Acuity LED Classic Bulb Daylight 13 watts, the price is 305 pesos. Next, in GE Lightning Bulb. Some of the GE Lightning Bulb product type with price: GE Lightning GE LED Bulb 9.5 watts E27 Daylight, the price is 109 pesos. GE Lightning GE LED Bulb 6 watts 14WE27 Daylight, the price is 150 pesos. And last, GE Lightning GE LED Bulb E27 12 watts 2 years warranty model, the price is 704 pesos. Distribution network of Philips. Nationwide in supermarkets, hypermarkets, convenience stores, sari-sari stores, and hardwares. The distribution network of Acuity Brands. Nationwide in supermarkets, hypermarkets, convenience stores, sari-sari store, and hardwares. And last, the GE Lightning Bulb, the distribution network. Nationwide in supermarkets, hypermarkets, convenience store, sari-sari stores, and hardwares. This is the table of SWOT analysis. In SWOT analysis, you need to separate the internal and external factor evaluation matrix for Philips LED bulbs. In internal factor evaluation, the strength and the weaknesses is here. Strengths. Number 1, durability. The majority of the consumer search for the durability of light bulbs, and LED light bulbs are durable because they are an ideal choice for rougher condition. The weight score of this is 0.09 and the rating score is 4, and the weighted score is 0.36. Number 2, energy efficiency. Most women and men look after the energy efficiency of LED light bulbs because LED lights save up to 90% of energy compared to traditional bulbs. And the weight score of this is 0.01. The rating score is 4 and the weighted score is 0.40. Number 3, environmental safety. The company must ensure the safety of every consumers because most of the consumers are looking for environmental safety light bulbs or LED light bulbs because some LED bulbs contain toxic chemical like mercury that leaches out and contaminate the environment. And the weight score of this is 0.12. Rating score is 4 and the weighted score is 0.48. Number 4, temperature. A good light bulb should have a great temperature. High power lightning LEDs generate light a much lower running temperature than the hot filament used in previous generation bulbs, and the weight score of this is 0.09, and the rating score is 4, and the weighted score is 0.36. Number 5. Longer lifespan consumer are tends to purchase a light bulb with a longer lifespan of light bulbs or LED light bulbs because LEDs are notable for being extremely long-lasting products. Many LEDs have a rated life of up to 50,000 hours. LEDs have a 50 times longer lifespan than a typical in the incandescent. Number 6. Low maintenance. Most consumers are searching for long maintenance light bulbs or LED light bulbs because possibly it has the lowest maintenance aspect. The weight score of these is 0.01 and rating score is 4 and the weighted score is 0.40. Number 7. Color variety. The company should provide great variety of colors of light bulb because most of the consumers are looking for a soft white and bright white color LED light bulb because this light gives a warm and cozy feeling and it's often best for living rooms, dens, and bedrooms. And the weight score of this is 0.07. Rating score is 4, and the weighted score is 0.28. Number 8. Solid state. Consumers are tends to buy LED light bulb because of a solid state of a LED light bulb. It replaces conventional, incandescent, and fluorescent lamps for general lighting purposes and causes the semiconductor material to glow. The weight score is 0.08 and rating score 4 and the weighted score is 0.32. Weaknesses. Number 1. Too many individuals are unaware that the bulbs exist, let alone the advantages state above. The weight score is 0.15, rating score is 3. The weighted score is 0.45. Number 2. Companies like Philips and Blacksmart, which make smart light bulbs, are competing with the tried and true basic light bulbs that everyone knows, loves, and uses. It's a difficult market to compete in. Weight score is 0.15, rating score is 3, weighted score is 0.45. Number 3. The more intricate the selection installation, the more difficult it will be for them to break into the mainstream and the more expensive they become. Weight score is 0.01, rating score is 4, weighted score is 0.40. The internal factor evaluation total is the weight score is 1 and the weighted score is 4.1. In the external factor evaluation matrix for Philips LED bulbs, opportunities and threats is here. Number 1. The government's incentive program for energy-saving items such as smart LED bulbs represent a significant potential for business and investor. Weight score is 0.1, rating score is 4, weighted score is 0.40. Number 2. More money from the government permits more items to be released on the market. Weight score is 0.09, rating score is 4, weighted score is 0.36. Number 3. Integrating smart lighting is also good for the environment because it consumes less energy. Weight score is 0.07, rating score is 4, weighted score is 0.28. Number 4. Rather than only selling bulbs for the household, several businesses are now selling them to businesses and institutions. Weight score is 0.15, rating score is 3, weighted score is 0.45. Number 5. Smart lighting can also assist those who want to be more eco-friendly and consume less power. Weight score is 0.14, rating score is 3, weighted score is 0.42. Good day, everyone. This is Erica Orno from BSE 3A. Continuation of SWOT analysis. Threats. Number 1. Despite the industry's sluggish growth, there are already a lot of rivals. The results of weight score is 0.18, rating score is 2, and weighted score is 0.36. Number 2. Each offers a comparable product and aspire to be the smart lighting industry's leader. Weight score is 0.25, rating score is 1, and weighted score is 0.25. Number 3. A consumer will buy what they're familiar to rather than the more expensive choice at first glance. The weight score is 0.12, rating score is 2, and weighted score is 0.24. Number 4. When you see a normal light bulb, you'll make a decision based on a few criteria, the most important of which are price and intensity. To figure out how to use it, you don't need to read the box. The weight score is 0.15, rating score is 2, and weighted score is 0.30. And the total weight score is 1, and total weighted score is 3.0. The internal and external matrix. As you can see on the table, Philips LED bulb brand has a strong weighted score of 4.1 in the internal factor evaluation, while the external factor evaluation has an average weighted score of 3.06. Due to the results of internal factors evaluation and external factors evaluation, the most strategy to chart with is grow and build, which means to maintain and gain foothold in the intense market competition. Marketing objectives. Philips LED bulb aim to accomplish the following operational goals through the proposed marketing plan. Number 1. Sales objectives. The global filament LED bulb market reached 4.055 billion in 2020 and is expected to reach 16.419 billion in 2027, with a compound annual growth rate of 20.43% in recent years due to the rapid development of LED lighting technology. The cost continues to decline. The effect of energy conservation and emission reduction is obvious, and with the continuous breakthrough of technology, LED application scenarios are more and more wide. Therefore, LED lighting in recent years to maintain a rapid and stable development trends. Number 2. Gross profit objectives. To acquire 2 million in the year end 2020. Number 3. Market share objectives. To acquire 50% market share despite strong revenue increase of 20.43% in overall company. Nike lost market share to approximate 38.8%. Marketing strategies. As you can see on the table, Philips provide product in the market in measureless ranges. The portfolio of the product makes the vast clients attracts. The product is also extensive that everyone could be a client or consumer of Philips, and mostly those people that looking for reliable products. Under the demographic segmentation of Philips, all the ages and the people with higher and middle income are the potential targets. Philips also focuses in the rural market of India. The focus, however, has been mainly in the urban areas of India. The objectives of Philips is wide and it varies in age, culture and status, and so on, with items going from home machines to magnificent apparatuses, clinical instruments. Philips targets buyers that are not traditionalists and not cynics. It focuses on the buyers that will attempt new creative items that Philips thinks, if it is generally focuses on the more youthful age who are more open to investigating new items and expect to fulfill them with a brand guarantee that Philip attempts to satisfy.
Good day, everyone. My name is Princess NUGUID from BSE 3A. So, we will discuss about positioning statement. So, they use the words sense and simplicity in providing innovative, simple, and ready to use product, and also to satisfy people needs and desires. They also fabricated a brand picture to trust its item by the buyer. And next, propose strategic action plan number 1. So, this is the realize to full benefits of lidification and creating a sustainable ecosystem. And some other factor of the product specification. Action plan number 2. Convincing motivation to traditional lighting with strobe innovation. It is also about the produce excellent and energy effectiveness. Identifying the product efficiency and sustainability. Action plan number 3. Product availability and sustainability is one of the factors that customer is thinking before buying a product, and is one of the main issue for client. And the strobe lighting guarantees long life and lower expenses. Action plan number 1, the way forward. We know that the world needs more light. We must consider the different patterns molding the light business, and also the accessibility and dependability of lights. Next, action plan number 2, design product serviceability. In every time that they are going to visit their project, they need for a random check so that if some unexpected things happen, they are ready to easily fix the issue. This will be help them to save time and expenses, and also ensuring their client that their product are really serviceable. So, the next is market budget. The marketing budget, it is important to tackle the budget of a product. Have a strobe lighting.
To continue, we will discuss survey results and interpretation. The researchers utilized a convenience sampling technique to accumulate the important information essential to advance a marketing plan that will improve Philips light bulb's stronghold in the lighting industry. So here in the table is the ages of users. 18 to 20 years old, frequency 18 and 18%. 21 to 30 years old, 51 to 51%. 31 to 40 years old, 14. 41 to 50 years old is 17. The top 3 recorded in ages are the following. Ages 21 to 30 years old has the highest usership level with 51%, followed by ages 18 to 20 with 18% usership level, and lastly, ages 41 to 50 with 17 usership level. And in this slide, we are talking about area of respondents. The recorded area of respondents are the following small towns in Laguna Province. Bagong Bayan has 3 frequency, 3%. Pagsanghan 1%, Pagsawitan 12%, Mahayhay 1%, Pakil 1%, Masapang 1%, Santa Cruz 36%, Duhat 2%, Gatid 1%, Bubukal 14%, Uugong 10%, Luciana 9%, San Jose 1%, Calios 4%, Patimbao 4%, and the total of 100%. 93% of the respondents claim that they are using LED bulbs, while 7% of the respondents are not using LED bulbs, and their most common reason is that LED bulbs is too pricey and the others are not familiar with the brand. Brand usership level. The top 4 highest brand usership level are the following. Parply with the highest rating of 43%, followed by Philips with 32%, next is Omni with 8%, and lastly GE Lightning with 5%. Top of mind. The top 4 brand that have top of mind awareness are the following. Parfly with the highest rating of 43, followed by Philips with 32%, next is Omni with 8%, and lastly GE Lightning with 5%. Brand awareness. Television is the primary source of awareness according to the respondents with a score of 56, followed by Friend with 19%, others with 9%, radio with 8%, billboards with 7%, and lastly are the periodical and gym instructor with both. Unaided and aided. The top 2 unaided awareness level from respondents who said that they know the brand are the following. Philips score 64. Second is Parply with 63. Respondents who said they know this brand. Brand ever tried. The top 3 most tried LED bulb brands are Parply with 46%, next is Philips with 41%, and last is Omni with 19%. Brand used most often. Of all the available brands in the industry, Parply is the brand used most often with a score of 51%, followed by Philips with 26%, Omni with 7%, and GE Lightning and Osram with 5%.
So yeah, today I'm gonna show you the respondents answered in our survey regarding our topic, which is the Philips LED bulbs. So first we have brand loyalty. The brand loyal within less than 6 months to 1 year scores 27%. 1 to 2 years scores 24%, and more than 5 years scores 18%. So the importance of brand loyalty increases the likelihood that an existing customer will try a new product because existing customers are much easier to sell to. In fact, you're 60 to 7% more likely to sell to an existing customers compared to 5 to 20% likelihood of selling to a new prospect. Due to the performance of LED bulb, many customers are actually returning it and continue to use it. Next is brand influencer. As you can see, there are 40% 50% of respondents answered relatives as their most influential factor that affects their choice of brand, followed by advertisement with 23%, followed by spouse with the score of 20%, followed by friends with 8%, next is neighbor with 7%, and last but not the least is coworkers and coach with both 1% rating. Influencers can help an online buzz about the brand. It is also strengthens the brand reputation, improving audience engagement and increases conversion. Because this brand is also good, it is highly recommended for those businesses that need a good quality of lightnings that can be replaced in four corners of areas. This slide is all about the brand decider and the bulb cycle. First, we're gonna talk about the brand decider. The decision as to what LED bulb to purchase comes from myself with 50%, followed by relatives with 32% and spouse with 9%. Of course, it is also important of what brand you choose. Choose a brand that even if it's expensive, you know will last longer than the cheap price that only lasts for a few weeks. So as you can see here, that rating of myself is higher than the other because it is okay for you to listen to yourself and the thing that has tested your trust. And then the bulb cycle. Yeah, the dominant bulb cycle is every 6 months with 34%. Then the rest ID every other month with a rating of 66%. So we got 34% who rated in bulb cycle, who know when the Philips bulb or Philips LED bulb will last. Next is LED light bulb consumption and purchaser. First is LED light bulb consumption. Most of the respondents chose to purchase 2 bulbs every time they will buy a light bulb because 49% of the respondents chose to purchase 2 bulbs per pack every time they will buy a bulb. 36% in 3 bulbs, 14% in single piece, and 1% in more than 3 bulbs. So, the most enduring LED light fixtures have been tested to last as long 100,000 hours. On average, LED light bulbs will not have to be changed for at least 20 years. Many consumers, and because of the nice performance of Philips LED bulbs, they do not hesitate to buy one or more product. So next is purchaser. 53% of respondents bought LED bulb on their own since they are the one who is going to use it, followed by mother with 19%, father with 14%, and spouse with 10%, and lastly is the siblings with 4%. We have the higher rating of 53% in myself in purchaser. Most of them are the ones who are isolated from their respective families, and the others are really just a choice to use and buy the LED bulb of Philips, because Philips LED bulbs provide immediate, significant energy savings while enhancing your home atmosphere. Next is frequency of purchase. Most of the respondents usually purchase bulb in every 6 months with a rating of 31%, followed by every year with 23%. Next is every more than 1.5 year with 17%, followed by the other option with 15%, followed by every 1.5 year with 11%, and lastly is monthly with a score of 3%. And usually LED bulbs last more than a year or more. The rest here only lasts up to months. LED bulbs don't produce light using heat. This is part of what makes them so energy efficient. So downside is that their components can be sensitive to overheating, which can cause them to burn out prematurely. So why LED bulb lasts so long? Because LEDs are as much as 90% more effective than incandescent. So why LED bulb lasts so long? Because LEDs are as much as 90% more effective than incandescent light bulbs. They have a much longer lifespan. This is because they have no working parts that will burn out or break over time. An average LED light is a very robust piece of kit, same as the LED bulb of Philips. Next is level of brightness. Most of the respondents answered that the LED bulb is bright with 58%, followed by the level of extremely bright with 41% and slightly dim with 1%. So LED bulb can lose their brightness due to the premature aging, bad internal components like a capacitor of LED arrays are the common cause of loose wiring. And why other LED bulb gives more brightness? It's because of lumens that gives a brighter effect. Okay, the last is pack size and place of purchase. Pack size, most of the respondents are purchasing bulb per piece with a score of 97%, 2 bulbs per pack box with score of 2%, and 3 bulbs per pack box with 1%. We have 97% of purchaser who purchase per piece of light bulb. Because when you buy a Philips LED lamp or light bulb, you start saving money in the long term. This significantly reduces waste but also saves money in the long term. The lifetime of a LED light source can be up to 10 times longer than that of traditional light sources. That's why they are purchase just one piece of LED bulb. As is place of purchase, they just buy in hardware that scores 63%, followed by sari-sari store with 22%, supermarket with 8%, grocery with 4%, and convenience store with 3%.
Good day everyone, I am Rachel Ann CALAPAO of BSE 3A. Qualities of LED bulb. Respondents are considering several attributes with the LED bulb they are using. First, attractive packaging with 3%. Second, quality of product with 10%. Third, light color temperature with 7%. Fourth, color rendering with 12%. Fifth, the beam angle with 13%. Sixth, brightness level with 3%. Seventh, availability of light bulb in outlets with 5%. 8. Brand name's reputation with 3%. 8. Informative advertisement with 6%. And 9. Value for money with 18%. Dislike about brand used most often. The common reason the respondents are dislike or not using LED bulbs is because it is expensive than other bulbs. Attributes rating. The table above is the important attributes a LED bulb user shall consider the most in order to be satisfied and be able to measure the quality of a particular LED bulb's brand. All of the recorded attributes are all given by respondents who believe that it is their determining factors to consider when making a decision whether to stay loyal or change their LED bulb brands if there is any other lacking attributes that are absent in their bulbs. Top 4 LED light bulb brands. The The top 4 industry players are represented here with the attributed ratings to distinguish what LED bulb brand has the outstanding features the consumers will patron. Firefly, Philips, Omni, and GE Lightning. Radio station usually tuned into.
The top 3 radio stations that usually tune into is first 89.9 Magic with 32%. Second is 90.7 Love Radio with 28%. And lastly, 96.3 Light Rock with 17%. TV stations. The top 3 TV stations are first, GMA Channel 7 with 45%. Next is ABS-CBN Channel 2 with 41%. And lastly, ABC Channel 5 with 8%. Newspaper they usually read. The top 3 newspaper that usually read by the respondents are first, Philippine Star with 35%. Next is Philippine Daily Inquirer with 31%. And lastly, Manila Bulletin with 17%.
Good day everyone, my name is Micaella ABUSTAN of BSE 3A. As you can see in the PowerPoint, this is the result of SPSS analysis, Consumer Customer Analysis. Computation of the answer of all the respondents that we interview. These are in terms of degree of brightness, pack size cross-tabulation, socioeconomic class, age bracket cross-tabulation, degree of brightness, age bracket cross-tabulation, and degree of brightness, socioeconomic class cross-tabulation. Recommendation of the researchers. Philips LED light has the capability of catching some piece of the portion of the overall industry, having a place with its competitors. Knowing the market, the firm will actually want to cure the issues in advertising office through additional posturing, a superior showcasing plan with advanced technique in advancing lights. Advertisement is the most integral asset that assists the business with giving their clients an information about their item. Consequently, the analysts are prescribing Philips to prosper more entertainable and educational commercial. This means that the marketing developer personnel should develop more entertainable and informative advertisement through the most primary source of awareness, which is the television. Through this, Philips may capture some portion of the market share belonging to its competitors. These are the references that we use in our marketing plan. Philips LED bulb marketing plan will not be possible without the references and resources that is useful and helpful in making this research paper.